This is real, unbiased boxing talk.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's your boy here. Let's be talking back again with another one. So Terrance Crawford wants to smoke with loudmouth Tank Davis. Now look, when I say loudmouth Tank Davis, I mean how he tell Haney was beating up in sparring, Shakur don't want to smoke, all this stuff when there's nobody sending contracts. And Devin Haney wants smoke, Shakur Stevenson wants smoke, but where's this Tank Davis smoke at? Which we're going to fight Ryan Garcia. But let me just say this real quick. Terrance Crawford said he's willing to stay at 147 for Tank Davis. That's a big money fight, but nobody's going to give me credit. Tank's like 5 foot 5 inches. He's a little guy. Look here, guys. I might have talked, highly about Tank Davis in my last video because of fighting Inouye. Tank is a good fighter, but is he great? I don't see greatness. This is me personally. I don't see greatness. Actually, not even personally. This is a boxing fan. The level of guys Tank has fought. You guys talk about Terrance Crawford having a bad resume. Look at Tank Davis' resume. At least Terrance Crawford, when he fought Jose Benavidez was a top 7 at the time. Kavaliauskas was a top 10 at the time. You guys, David Avenija was a top 10 at the time. How many top 10s has Tank fought that either came up in weight or was already quote-unquote washed? Just telling you guys what it is. Beating Ryan Garcia doesn't make you a killer. That's Ryan Garcia. Now, this new Ryan Garcia that's coming out, I want to see how he either fights Rolly or whoever he's going to fight. I want to see if he improved and became better at Derrick James. Now, if he got a jab, a good guard, some footwork, I want to see that. Now, that Tank beat a Ryan Garcia because this Tank is more, this Ryan Garcia is more evolved. But I want to see Tank fight the likes of Frank Martins. I'm telling you guys I'm going to tell you guys where I'm coming from. Yeah, Frank got exposed in his last fight, but the guy he fought was in the Olympics. Like, you guys got to do your research on this stuff. That guy he fought wasn't just some bum. He just wasn't some run-of-the-mill guy. He still was a caliber guy. He still was a solid guy. I wouldn't say he's good or great, but he was solid. We'll see what he got to do more in his future. But will Tank Davis take the challenge like he took the challenge versus, quote-unquote challenge, versus Mario Barrios at 140? Will he go to 145, 144, something like that? A catch weight, maybe even though it might kill Terrance Crawford, but that money is big. I think Crawford can do 146. He can go in that extra pound and try to make that weight, and they meet up at each other. Because Tank, he blows up all the time. Tank, I believe, if his Tank natural weight would be, I think 147. That's the end for Tank. 147 is his natural weight. 147, he can fill into that great and stop his career at 147. It's me personally saying this myself. Yeah, he 5 foot 5 and all this we saying, but like when we talk about, how's that possible with Jerron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz? They in the same weight class at 147. How that? Because them guys fell out at 160. They can finish their careers at 160. Jerron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz, they're big dudes. They can finish at 160. They're not naturally 147. They just have good genetics that can lose that weight and they still be strong in there. That's why you guys gotta bring genetics. You cry out there about, man, this guy, he's too big, he's a weight bully, all this bullshit. As long as they making the weight, you fanboys, probably the Viva boys doing that. What got going on? Them guys make weight. They're not missing weight on the scale. They're not, coming in 3-4 pounds overweight. And you can't. I'm just telling you guys what it is. If a dude is making weight and he's fighting comfortably in that weight, he can do that. But is that his fill-in weight, his full-on weight, that he actually can be his stop of his career? Like Terrance Crawford, I believe the top of his career is 154. Maybe even 160. But I see Terrance Crawford at 154. Or maybe some catch weight there to fight somebody there. Or if he really want to grab a belt at 160, I think Terrance Crawford could do it. But that's the top. That's pushing it. That's pushing it at 160. That's totally pushing it. So he can grab a belt real quick and retire. That's pushing it. But Tank, it's not realistic for him to move to 146. Yes, I know that's not a 147, but that's just one. Like I said, Terrance Crawford coming down at 146. Tank come up to that 146. Make things happen. I bet Tank ain't talking big and bad about Crawford. Man, I smoke his ass. I beat it. Let's see him do that. Actually, that's what he's kind of good at. So he'll do it, but we won't see no contracts move around. Damn well Mayweather ain't gonna hit my sign. You see what happened to Earl Spence? We tried to keep him protected, and look what happened to him. So you think we're going to lose our cash cow, our big money grab, and Tank? So these fake Tank Davis fans, these fake fanboys, can be like, oh, Tank ain't really from Baltimore. Like they did Earl Spence. Oh, he ain't really from Dallas. You know, he not really all that good. He was kind of had set up fight. Like what happened to Earl Spence being the man? I still respect Earl Spence. He unified them belts. While nobody else was doing it, he unified them belts. So we talk bad about Jamel Charlo, oh, his weight class is weak and all this. He unified them belts when people weren't doing it. Whooping ass. Fighting dudes that wouldn't fight each other. Fighting dudes that were legit good fighters. But back to what I was saying. I believe Tank Davis won't take this fight. Mayweather won't even look at this fight. But the Anai Uy fight for Tank Davis would be a good fit. It'll show where Nui's at. Is he really that great or he just a good fighter? Because right now he has kind of fights that's not really all that competitive. We all know who's going to win those fights. That's just what it is. Same when it comes for Tank. We all know who's going to win that fight. Ain't nothing really competitive. Tank has fought no real threats. Right now, Terrance Crawford, when he fought Earl Spence, we thought that it would be a threat fight. Even though you cannot say that was not a threat fight, people really did think that Earl Spence could hurt him or be a 50-50 fight. Have we ever thought about that about Tank? Have we ever thought about the Nui? No, we have not. That's just the facts that matter. But guys, what do you think if Tank Davis will take the challenge and fight Terrance Crawford? Do you think Mayweather will somebody sign that contract, try to make things happen for that big money? Or they keep on doing what the fans been liking? Fighting guys that's moving up in weight and prospects. All right, guys, y'all have a good one, man. I'm out, man. Peace.
Undisputed Talk. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.